Okay, so another question. Could you use the hatch to block in the exterior walls in a section rather than an extension such as scalp? Definitely. So I gotta say, I've been tinkering around with scalp, and it's working really. It's pretty cool. I mean, let me see if I've got it installed. I don't think I have it licensed on this computer. I don't. Okay. So anyway, so I won't do a demo, but I will say that it does. Scalp is working, it's really cool what it does, and I think it's well worth the $80. It seems, in my experience, that it works better on a simpler model, but I also haven't gotten all the way in there and tinkered with every setting. I have a feeling that if I were to just hatch per layer, because the way I build my models, for Condoc, like I could hatch like just the walls layer. And that way it would potentially disregard everything else and maybe simplify that whole process. So anyways, I'm pretty confident that Scalp is going to be really solid. But to answer your question directly, yes, you can absolutely go into layout. You could just hatch things out. I mean, if like I double click in here and say I want to I'll release this clipping mask. And let's say that trim this out like this. And we're going to want to yeah, I'll just kind of fix our clipping mask, and then I'm going to hatch this wall. So we'll kind of adjust our clipping mask like this all the way around, down to here, and to here. All right, and I'll reset that clipping mask, and then I want to hatch this in. All right, so then what I would do is I would just go into layout, and let's see, I would just draw this line in here. And then you can see that I do kind of have to dodge this other piece because it wants to join that geometry. So I just went a little further, and then I'll just double click on it and then snap those points. That way it doesn't merge up with that other geometry. I could choose to, I think I could even send this to the back and then make it have a fill. And this one, SketchUp model, should be maybe vector. And if it's vector, maybe it'll just not have that background filling in. Let's see how that works. Yeah, there you go. All right, and then the fill color on this. Oops. Let me grab this. Grab that piece, and our fill color, we can make that black. So that's definitely another way to do it. But I gotta say, I'm pretty excited about revisiting Scalp. And there's another one that's called, let me see if I can make this work, Section Cut Face, and it's free. But I will say that it is definitely not as good as Scalp. It's not anywhere near as detailed and way less options. So let me see, Condoc, let's go to settings, construction documents, and close that, go back to design. This small garage project is really perfect for messing around with Condoc and just understanding, how this thing works. All right, so there's my section BB, and then I think I have, if I turn on my section plane visibility, what is it called? I think it's called Section Cut Face. Let's see if I have under my Dropbox, Brightman Designs, Resources, Plugins, Section Cut Face. So I've got version 6 in here. Let's just install it and see what happens. So Window Extension Manager, Install, Dropbox, Brightman Designs, Resources, and Plugins. And we'll go to Section Cut Face version 6. All right, and then if I right click on this, I can choose Add Section Cut Face. The color is going to be black. Keep all edges, yes. I don't know. We'll just, auto update. I do know that slows things down, but we'll leave it, for a small model. We're good. whatever. I think we're all good there. I'll say okay. Now, see what happened? So I'll turn off this visibility, and then let's go to our design style. Let me turn on F6. All right, see how it filled it in black? But notice what it did. It didn't recognize that like that back room was a void. And I gotta say that when I was messing with this, I was really discouraged. Like, man, I wish that worked right. I got into Scalp, and it seemed like they got that thing worked out. So I'm confident that we're going to come up with a pretty cool workflow for using Scalp to kind of update your sections, but I'm still working on that. So, but it does work together. No problems there. So definitely check out Scalp. Those guys are legit, and I'd recommend it over this section cut face. It just seemed to goof up whenever I threw something more complex at it.